Okay, this is Algebra Lesson 10.1, Families of Functions. We're going to go through 4 different families. They should be pretty familiar. The first one is linear, and the linear function equation always has an x, no special symbols or powers or exponents. We can add and subtract with that, but there's always an x in there, and then the graph is a line through the origin. We also have the quadratic family. The next chapter actually will be focused primarily on the quadratic family, but anywhere we see a power 2, that's the quadratic family, and that graph makes a U shape called a parabola. We spent a chapter maybe chapter 8, exponential, talking about the exponential family. So anywhere we have a power of an x, that's the exponential family, and the graph looks like that. And the last one is the absolute value function. And we talked about absolute value in 9.5. The symbols were those bars, and the graph looks like a V. The first example says, look at the function y equals the absolute value of 2x minus 8. In print it's not super obvious, but I said it. The absolute value is the name of the function, because I see those bars right here on my 2x. And if I want to evaluate an absolute value function, all I do is substitute the number in to the x and then figure out what the answer is. So 2 times 2 is 4. The absolute value of 4 is 4, and 4 minus 8 is negative 4 for my answer. Solve the function when it is equal to 20. So we're going to solve by adding 8 to both sides of the equation. To remove the absolute value, we did this last chapter, we record both the positive and the negative version of the answer. And then last we need to divide by 2 on both sides, and we make sure we divide everything by 2, so I get 14 and negative 14 for my 2 solutions. Example B says identify the type of function. So we had 4 types of functions from above based on the graph or the equation. We should be able to tell what kind of function it is. So this is an exponential function. This is a quadratic function. And this is a linear function. Looking at the equations, I see an x with no special symbols, so that's a linear function. I see a power of 2. Anywhere I see a power 2, that's a quadratic function. And I see a power x. Anywhere I see a power x, that's an exponential function. This lesson should be pretty easy because we're just evaluating functions, which we did last unit, and then identifying them. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.